Thank you for joining Joy Ministries with Pastor Christopher Hale. Sundays at 6 p.m. on LICMC Radio.
You can also listen and see Joy Ministries live simultaneously with Pastor Christopher Hale on London, Washington Facebook, LICMC Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LICMC.net radio every Sunday at 6 p.m.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Happy New Year, everybody. As you can see, a new year has brought, wow, wonderful, exciting things. I'm still cheesing and smiling. That was such a great introduction to what God is doing in the midst of my life, partners' lives, and the people that we're working with. God is just doing amazing and wonderful things. I have joining us. Well, let me first say, welcome everybody to Joy Ministries broadcast. And we are glad that you're here with us. And man, that intro, I'm saying hello to so many people. I didn't know that many people were listening to what we're doing, but hello everybody, and God bless you. And I hope you'll enjoy this service tonight as much as we're about to enjoy presenting it to you. I see now that my administrative assistant, Dorothea Johnson Hood, has joined us. Good afternoon, Dorothea.
Good afternoon. How's everybody? Happy New Year.
Yeah, we haven't seen you. I'm saying I haven't seen you since last year.
That is correct. I have not.
I'm glad to see that you're up and about. You were a little under the weather, weren't you?
Yeah, I was a lot under the weather, but when you got a mother that got some old remedies, she broke with the Father John and the third flu, and I don't know, some of everything, and I couldn't come out the room.
Well, I know about those old remedies. As a son of the South, I've had it all. The Father John's is what you all up here in the North know, but we would do cod liver oil and
Correct.
Rabbit tobacco tea. Y'all don't know nothing about none of that kind of stuff.
I know about the cod liver oil, but I can't do that. Nothing now.
Yeah, the most things when you get too much cold and congestion. I remember my mom had us going out and we harvest some rabbit tobacco. It looked like almost like weeds growing up out in the bush, but they were brown. And I grabbed the rabbit tobacco for her, and then she'd get a red onion and boil it and make a tea. And they put honey and lemon and all that stuff and some of everything in there. And man, if you could swallow it and keep it down in you long enough, it would work you out. It work it off and everything.
Oh yeah.
Well, we are glad to have you with us. We got so much stuff to talk about tonight. I thought our CEO, he's here with us tonight. Usually he joins in online, but he decided to come and sit with us on our initial offering tonight in Joy Ministry.
Amen.
Listen, I'm so glad everyone that y'all are here for this. This is so much stuff that, you got to trust God and know that he is going to be there for you. This whole thing is faith coming to light. We talked about forming a nonprofit a little while back, and I didn't talk about it. I just kind of started investigating it and seeing what we had to do to get it. And, we filed the paperwork and everything went through. I didn't talk about it. We were working with Joy Knight and Luther and all of that stuff. But I wanted to see what God had promised me that he would do. And this is the complete example. You see LICMC.net. God bless you all. Y'all some bad mama jammers. Boy, did you see that intro right there? Man,
Yes, that was very nice.
I said, y'all
That
making
was
me
nice.
real, real big time. But
Yeah.
I have my wonderful executive producer, London, Washington, to thank for all of that. She immediately called me yesterday and asked me to make sure I had as much as I could here to get this first broadcast off and
Hmm.
running. And I see it off. I see my brother has joined us. So would you good to see Brother Alonzo? Say hello to everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sir.
I'm glad to be here, everybody. I'm looking forward to a lot of beautiful things happening this year. I'm
Mhm.
just grateful, you know.
Yes.
A lot of people be when they go into a new year, they got a new New Year's resolution. Mine's is just the same old, same old. You know, keeping God first.
There it is.
Yes.
And stay focused. Stay focused, because there's a lot of times, especially as young people, we can get off focus fast. So I'm trying my best to stay focused by
Hmm.
all means necessary with my health, bringing more peace to myself.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, eating. I gotta start eating the right things. You know, all these hamburgers and chickens and steaks is starting to catch up to me. So I'm trying to adjust this new little diet I got going on.
I
So
don't know. That steak sound pretty good. I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know.
stop it. Don't do me like that. I just
Listen,
said I'm trying
Pretty.
to stop.
Listen, that steak sound
y'all
pretty
get
good.
going. Y'all to get going, and we will be talking about everything
And
but
I'm
what
gonna
we
walk
said.
out and go grab something to eat. That's what's about to
You
happen.
know
We
what?
about to
I,
talk.
I would like to say it's I'm glad that we are our first of the year, and we're launching the Joy Ministry, because
Yeah,
this morning when I got up and preparing myself for church, I started in prayer and in preparation, and I said, you know what? I said, I got so much joy and so much to be thankful for, and I said, I smiled all the way to church this morning because my heart was full of joy. And when I
yeah.
got to church, I said, I'm glad to be in the service one more time.
My
And that
goodness.
is my joy. So when
Right.
we talk about New Year's resolution, my New Year's resolution is that I want to wake up every morning with joy in my heart. Lord, allow me to be joyful and to spread the joy. I'm glad that we have this now, this joy ministry, because Minister Hill, this is going to change a lot of people's lives, because when you think about it, we got all these different kind of ministries, but nothing that says joy,
Mhm.
God's great joy. So I'm
That's
happy.
what it
I'm
is.
excited.
Oh man, this is a great time for us.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
listen, we because I was saying we're stepping out on faith. God
Amen.
put the vision in front of me, and I stopped worrying about it, how it was
Hmm.
going to happen, and I just started moving forward. And I'm doing that even as of now. Um, and I see our producers have done a wonderful thing for me. They have that streaming, the giving line there at the bottom of our screen. We're going to ask up front. We need your help. We need your
Yes.
support. We're out. We're off and running. I'm not waiting for you, for anybody. God has told me to hit it, and I'm hitting it. And if He said hit it, I believe He's going to supply through the people that are going to be watching this ministry, the people that will be
Yes.
speaking about it. It's going to fall on somebody's ears, and they're going to open up a window that will allow us to really, really minister to this people in this community. Listen, we got our first in-house service coming up. Isn't that something? We got that online now. Today is the day. But on the fourth Sunday in this month, fourth Sunday in January, we're going to be having our first in-house worship service. And I'm
Amen.
hoping,
Amen.
man, tell me, listen, I'm hoping we can work it out so we can get it put on live so everybody can see. Listen, we have already talked to some friends, and our pastor, my good friend Adrian Swanigan at Carter, has already offered up Carter Metropolitan for us to meet there at 3 o'clock on the fourth Sunday. So we're going to have our inaugural service the fourth Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Carter Metropolitan CME Church, 1512 West Grand Boulevard. Now, we've I just I started moving God just started putting stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I asked Alonzo, I think we made a joke a couple of weeks back about having him be the speaker for the first service. And, you know, we all laughed it off. And that, you know, later on he came, he said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. But that's all right. He's going to be speaking at some point, trust me. But not the first service. But listen, we do have somebody that we've invited, and they have responded very positively. And Dorothea, you know them. Isn't that something? We have gotten, we've invited, who is going to be with us is the pastor of the New Progressive Missionary Baptist Church, my good friend and Pastor Reverend Keith Wilson, and the New Progressive Missionary Baptist Church in Ann Arbor is going to be our guest that evening. They're going to be our guests that evening at 3 o'clock at Carter Metropolitan CME Church. And hey, Dorothea, you and I grew up with Brother Keith, didn't we?
Man, listen, when I tell you that boy is a bad preacher, he's bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, good preacher. And we have been friends for years.
Years.
I don't know how many years.
As a kid. Watched him as a kid. Watched him as a kid.
Elevated him to that wonderful position of pastor of the New Progressive Missionary Baptist Church. He and his lovely wife, also my good friend and former choir member, Sister Lady Antoinette Wilson. They're both of them coming to be with us, and they're bringing their choir, their ushers. He said, I'll bring everybody if it's all right. I said, bring everybody. We're going to have a wonderful kickoff service at 3 p.m. at the Carter Metropolitan CME Church, 1512 West Grand Boulevard, the corner of Warren. If you couldn't get on the boulevard or you get on Warren and you see them cross, it ain't but one church right there on the corner, and that's Carter Metropolitan. All right, so we look to see you at 3 o'clock during that time. Now, I want to go back a little bit and let everybody kind of talk about what this moment means. Dorothea, you start us off. I'm asking Alonzo, what does this moment mean to you?
Well, this is groundbreaking stuff right now that's happening in my life. I can't speak about everybody, but you couldn't tell me 10 years ago that I'd be doing this right now. And like Miss Dorothea just said, joy is very important. And this world that we live in, it's hard to walk past someone and say, hello, how you doing, without them frowning up their face and stuff like that. So this ministry right here is very, very important, not just to the ones out there that need joy, but me, because I'm a part of it, and I've never been a part of nothing like this. And it's like I told the pastor the other week, I said, I'm at all, and I always tell him I'm proud of him because he hit the ground running when he came out the hospital, when they got done drilling that hole in his head. I told him, I said, if you make it through this, I promise you, I will do everything in my power to make sure we be rich and we get up out of this situation that we up in. So that's more than joy, just to be sitting next to him right now, because it could have been a whole different way.
Could have been a whole different way.
Yes, it could have. But the smile is just worth $1 million, because he got a smile. And he's always smile. I don't care how much you tease Minister Hale, and it could be like, yeah, you know you did such and such and such. He got a smile. He always smiles back at you, and he be like, yeah. But it makes you think that if he can smile all the time, then God has something great and has been grateful to him. It's his grace. So that's what I look at, because listen, we tease Minister Hale so badly all the time about any and everything, Brother Alonzo and myself. And do you know he smiles through it all? Through it all. And so this is meant. This is meant. And this is why you hit the ground running. You followed the assignment. You knew what the assignment was.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, we thank God for you. I laugh and smile with you guys because God be letting me look at what he's doing. When I laugh and I smile because I look and see what he brought you through there. I took a flashback of when I was sitting in the sanctuary and hearing you wailing and crying. And I look at you now and I go, look at God. He's just showing out around here. It's a whole thing about you. I look at this, but man, I get choked up when I talk too much about this one, because he and me both, we know what both our son had to go through. And I know I've been in some times, I was like, most folk would just done turn away and left. You know what I'm saying? Especially young folk. Young folk nowadays, when things ain't going just like they want them to. I ain't lying either. They're out of here. So
Out.
when I was going through some of my rough times, sister, I just looked at him and I said, I know he's got much better friends and much better connections. He didn't go nowhere. He stayed right there with me through it all, and
Yeah.
that spoke highly of who he was in character and everything. And to this day, we both done had our downs and ups, but as the song said, we've had more ups than we had downs. Right. And they
True
outweigh all of
friendship.
that.
Yeah. True friendship. And it's hard to find true friendship. You know, we oftentimes we cling to people who we think are truly our friends. And when we look around and we see who else is standing, there's only always one person that's left standing. I have to say, brother, Alonzo is a true friend, Minister Hale, to you, because um, he passionately talks about y'all friendship when you got sick, and how he was there, and how he wanted nobody to touch you. He didn't care if it was and I said, the doctors, he was like, I didn't even want the doctors to touch him. I was scared if they had moved him the wrong way.
He really did.
Because he said
He
because
was a little protected.
he's my friend. So when you find a friend like that, hey, I was like, well, shoot, I'm in the right group. I'm hanging with the
That's
right
right.
people. And I will say this, you two definitely have joy in your heart. As I go back to the first day I met Brother Alonzo, and he knew nothing about me, but had tears coming out my eyes. I was crying, laughing so bad I couldn't stop. So it's the same thing at my husband's funeral service. Minister Hale had me laughing so bad. What people were like, "What is he saying to her?" And so when I think about the two of you and how both of you brought laughter during a really rough time of my life, that's joy.
God bless
God
That's
you.
bless.
joy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
So
we sung this morning. This joy I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give
no.
it. The world can't take it away.
Oh well.
Listen, we are going to have a good time on the fourth Sunday. I got
Yes,
to
we
keep
are.
talking about that. The fourth Sunday. Please invite anyone that you'd like to. Uh, this is our first in-house service. We're gonna have one every month. This will be our first. This is our inaugural service, and we want to have as many of you supporting this as we can. If you can't give financially, there's a whole stream of giving down there. You'll be able to
Yes.
give through Zelle. I think you do Cash App. And you can do Joy Ministries 2024 Cash App. And we also have a Give Butter account set up. Our Give Butter account is $25,000. I pray to God that we can meet our goal. I believe He can help us do that within a month or two. We'll already be there.
Amen.
I just trust. Hey, I trust God.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, y'all be a fool for Him, but I believe He will do. Look at where we are. We're online.
Yeah.
We're talking to people that we don't even know. We're talking to. We're on Facebook. We're all over the place, all because a step of faith was made. And I believe that every time you step out, my brother here watched. We went into. I was assigned to some churches that should have been condemned, closed down, and torn down.
Yeah.
But now, my first church I walked in, baby, it was so terrible. But I just stood there, and I said, God, well, this is what you put me. So let's watch and see what happened. And He did His thing. Let's see what we got here. We got some stuff coming up by New Hope again. That's Brother Keith Wilson again, y'all.
Yes.
Make sure you come on out. Our people are helping us trying
I
to
I
get.
want. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Minister Hill.
Go
I
ahead.
just want to say, so Pastor Wilson is one of our speakers for our church anniversary at New Bethel Baptist Church, and let me tell you, each time that he comes in March, he packs the church, and I mean, just phenomenal. But when you were speaking about him, I thought about that gentleman that's sitting next to you, and thought about Pastor Wilson. Pastor Wilson used to play the drums for New Bethel.
He sure
Wow.
did. Little fella, wasn't
So, so I thought about it, Brother Alonzo.
Nope, don't you go there. I know you trying to. Nope,
I done already told him.
I'm
You'll just be confirming it. I already told him.
I'm about to go.
He knows it's going to happen.
Listen, I'm just saying. Reverend Wilson probably didn't have a clue in the world that he would be a pastor. And I remember even him coming to work in the church office just to work with Pastor. And he actually said in Pastor Hale's old office, and he would sit in there and he'd just be listening to his gospel music and just, that was his thing. But he would be taking his sticks and just hitting the desk. Da, 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 da. So he played the drums for us. So I'm saying, you rubbing shoulders with somebody that's great. I'm just saying, Brother Alonzo, listen, I'm it's not me. It's the God in me that's just telling you that, listen, you have children of angels, which are your own children. God sends a shepherd. Watch what he does.
I received that.
All right, round about
Amen.
now, y'all. We need a little musical break. Because I done already told him, you just confirmed some stuff. He ain't heard it in a long time. Not a long
Really?
Time. Yeah. He done actually said it to me, but I'm just letting, God is doing this.
Yes, he is.
This is all God. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I remember asking him along. He had to say, Chris, I used to dress like this. I said, nope. He sure didn't. Now that brother dressed up. You see, look at him now. He dressed up like he's been doing it all the while. But
handsome.
No, you should dress like this. Let
You
me see
speak
if
volume.
I can go to the song. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but when he walks into the building, what people don't understand is that when God is on you and he's breathed on you and he's put his breath into you and he's and you've embraced that love, you can see it. When you two walk in a building together, if you can just see what bounces off of you. See, you don't know because you're doing it and it's in the rim of everything. You're just going about God's business. But if you guys only knew what bounces off of you two when you walk into the building, y'all would turn around and be like, wow, I didn't know that. And that is the honest to God truth. Speaking from my total heart, is that y'all have so much joy, as we say, and this is our ministry joy. Y'all just got so much. It's powerful. But to see you two walk in and walk with your head up, y'all walk like y'all worth $1 million, and you are. I promise you. Nobody knows nothing about you. Brother Alonzo, when you walk in, everybody don't minister Hale, and they like, who is this young man with all of this he got going on? So I'm telling you, you got something on you. You got something on you. Accept it, receive it, understand it.
That's right.
But accept the assignment. You got to first accept the assignment. And he's giving you an assignment, So I just want to say that y'all speak volume when y'all walk in.
Thank you. You know what? Pastor Hale one time told me, and I agree with him 100%. He said to me, you never know who's watching you.
Never
know who's watching you. So always be a good steward and recognize God in all thy ways, because you never knows who's watching you.
Isn't he a good teacher?
Oh yeah, I get it.
Excellent
for free.
Teacher.
For free. It comes at a cost. I gotta play them drums and stuff like that.
You gotta do something to help me.
Pick up those sticks. You play them drums, you little monkey.
I had a drum set, and he came on, started living with me for a while because he's trying to get his life together. And
Amen.
I was playing for them different conferences, and every time I'd leave, you had to leave him down. And I told him, man, you say you could play them drums a little bit. Start playing them drums. And he took it so seriously, Dorothea. He would get up in the morning, like at 9 o'clock in the morning, and he would go right downstairs and get on them drums and put like 2-3 hours of practice time in, just listening to records and trying to play along with them. He did that for months. And then when I
Amen.
saw he had developed a pretty continued beat there, I told him, I said, you come and start helping me playing the drums for some of these conferences. And I would go and it would just be me on the organ with no drums. So what did we do? We started bringing the drums from the house to every conference we did. And he would set the drums up and I would play the music. And it started there to the point the conferences started growing. And then instead of us having to bring the drums, they started having the drum set there, having a Hammond organ there, having the sound system there, because they knew we were heading there. And I told him, I said, well, we're on our way. And I see now, he used to tell me, I want to be the greatest drummer in the world. I said, you will be? Watch. And you see what he's doing now. It takes an humble spirit. I told him, I said, you play all that loud stuff, bam, and if you want to, you ain't going to do it with me.
Hey.
You're not going to do it with me. I do feel that well, he already, I ain't got to go into it. He'll tell you one day that with the drum. I talked to the choir yesterday about our drummer shouldn't be heard. And I said, what you talking about? It shouldn't be heard. That's the loudest instrument. No, it shouldn't be heard. It should be felt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should feel the drum. You feel the beat, baby. We got a heartbeat in our souls right now in our bodies. We all have a heartbeat. That heartbeat, if it ever stopped, what happened? The body dies, doesn't it?
Yep.
You got all that blood in it, but it ain't got nothing to pump that blood through it and circulate that blood. You got a dead body on your hand. But if that beat is right and that music is the blood and they get the flowing right, that whole body comes alive. But well, let me hush. I'm going to. Hey, y'all, that was a music lesson for you. All right, let's get on back to Joy Ministries, y'all. I'm so glad this is our inaugural broadcast. We're going to have it now every week through our friends at licmc.net, who's done an A1 master job, man. When it came on and I was looking at all the way it came on, I said, whoa, okay, all right.
It was phenomenal.
It looked like, as I said, George Jefferson said, it looked like we're moving on up.
Hey.
And I thank God
as we are. We are, yes.
Now, I was invited to a wonderful affair the limc.net did when we just came on board with them. And when they do it again, y'all, I'm already told Alonzo, I want the three of us to go. Because we are Luther/Joy Ministries. Luther's still a LLC and is still doing events, but Luther is a for-profit company. But Joy Ministries is a nonprofit, and we're going to be trying to help our brothers and sisters. We have also, I can't say it's confirmed yet, but we've also opened our negotiation with the people at the Michigan Veteran Foundation, and we're going to be trying to serve them breakfast every 5th Saturday. That'll be every 3 months. We're going to swing by there and fix some veterans in that facility. Nice breakfast. You know, they eat every day, but it'd be nice to let them feel I'm from the South, so breakfast is an ordeal for me. You know, I look for the hash browns. I look for the fried green tomatoes. I look for the bacon and the eggs and the sausage and the grits. You know, and biscuits. I'm looking for all that kind of stuff. With a little gravy.
Sausage gravy. I know.
Yeah. Well, you know, and most families in the South, Saturday night coming in Sunday morning is a big day. You get up and you're going to eat a big breakfast and you're going to go right on out the door to be ushered to church. And then by the time you come home, and dinner going to be get the smell in there. You can't come right in and eat. You got to sit down and change your clothes or something. But about an hour later, you sitting there eating and you eat right on into Monday. Amen. I miss those days, I tell you.
Yeah.
I live here alone, so I have to do the cooking for myself. But every now and then, my son come through here and he hooked me up a little dinner, and I just get to lounge around and put on some pounds. He's trying to get me to go to the gym now because he said I'm getting a little. He ain't just saying it outright, but
Yeah.
he keep hitting.
Hit.
He keep hitting. Something we need to go to the gym. I got him. Listen, it's come on our time for us to be going.
Already?
Yes, I made a commitment to the CEO here that we would not overextend our welcome with the LICMC.net family, and I'll agree with him. We only have a 30-minute slot time, and it is 10. Well, it's 30. With 30 minutes, we're about 39, 40 seconds over. But
Okay.
we do want to say thank you again for our initial broadcast. Next week, we're going to have a little bit more with us, a little bit more information, and we're going to play a song or so. And hopefully we'll be able to get a chance to talk to Pastor Keith and let him give us a brief synopsis of what to expect when they get to us on the fourth Sunday in January at 3:00. So you all make sure you tune back in. Dorothea, thank you for being with us tonight. Lonzo, thank you for being with us.
Thank you guys. I love you all.
Y'all got any closing comments?
I want to say that everybody take a look at 2025. When you look into 2025, examine yourself and ask yourself the question, have I given my all to God? And when you look at it, and if you say I haven't, then find a church home to give your all to him. God bless you.
God bless you, brother.
I just want to say, be on the lookout for Luther. Be on the lookout for Joy Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And we can use all the support and prayers out there because prayer does help, and we all believe that God is able.
All right.
Amen.
And for those people that can and will support us financially, all I can do is ask for your help and pray that God will move on your heart to support us. We have an immediate need.
Please.
This is not a need that's far off. We have an immediate need. So any gift that you can provide for us, no matter how large or how small, it will be welcome. And Joy Ministries is a nonprofit, so your donations and your gifts are tax deductible. We're just looking forward to be able to come back next week with a joyous report of giving and our gifts received this week. But if you're not able to give right now, we're going to pray that the Lord put it on your heart to give to us. Now,
Amen.
Ready to go. I want to say goodbye to all of you, to Brother Alonzo and Dorothea, to my dad, who always tries to find a way to watch us. 98 years young, and God bless him for making it into 2025. We just want to keep on moving good with the Lord. So I'll close out with his saying, and y'all going to be able to say it with me one of these days. When at first a task begun, never leave it till it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. God bless you all. Have a good night and see you later.
God bless you.
Hey, Lonzo on the main line. Tell him what you want. Well, Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Oh, Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. You can call him up and tell him what you want. Oh, Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Yeah, Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Oh, Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Well, you can call him and tell him what you want. Listen, can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. He's mine. Oh, can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody do like Jesus. He's my friend. Listen, well, I feel God stretching out in me. Oh, yes, I do. I feel God stretching out in me. I clean and I kick the devil. Oh, I feel God stretching out in me. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for joining Joy Ministries with Pastor Christopher Hale. Sundays at 6 p.m. on LICMC Radio.
You can also listen and see Joy Ministries live simultaneously with Pastor Christopher Hale on Lon Washington Facebook, LICMC Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LICMC.net radio every Sunday at 6 p.m.